Hey, what's going on? It's the Bearded One back at you again with a new video. Hey, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about this new massive project we have coming to Jacksonville. So the Jacksonville Jaguars have a new stadium plan in place that's going to be the stadium of the future. So you definitely don't want to miss out on this video. You're going to find out what it's going to cost to the city and what's going to cost to the Jaguars and how it's going to impact you as a homeowner. So stay tuned to this video and I'll be right back. All right, so before I get into today's video, let me introduce myself. My name is Maurice Murphy. I'm a licensed Florida realtor. And on this channel, I talk about buyers and sellers tips on how to buy your next home or sell your current home. Next thing is I talk about what's going on in and around the city of Jacksonville. And the last and final thing that I talk about is I talk about beards, beard grooming, and what you can do to get that beard right and tight. All right, for the sound like something you're interested in, click the subscribe button down below. Give me a thumbs up for the content. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you know exactly when I'm dropping a video. All right, let's get into today's video. Last week, the city unveiled their plan for the cost of our new stadium for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, so going back to last year, June 2023, the Jacksonville Jaguars unveiled this new state-of-the-art stadium, which they call the Stadium of the Future. And so now they've sat down and negotiated a cost. This one cost for the Jaguars and a cost for the city, and what's it going to take to get this thing done. So let's break down what's it going to cost. So it's going to be $625 million that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to pay, and then there's another $625 million that the city of Jacksonville is going to pay for. So $625 million for the Jaguars, $625 million for the city of Jacksonville. Now, there's an additional $150 million that the city of Jacksonville has to pay for, which is deferred maintenance that they haven't gotten done. So they deferred that maintenance based on the plans because they knew this was in the works and it's a potential opportunity for them to go ahead and add all that $150 million of maintenance onto getting the new stadium done. All right, so that's the first thing. That brings out the total of $1.5 billion to get this new stadium done. I'm gonna take a look at my notes and I'm gonna tell you exactly what they're saying is how the stadium is gonna be paid for. Before I get into that, let's talk about this. So this has not been approved yet. It still has to be approved by the city of Jacksonville and it has to be approved by the NFL owners. So those two things have to be done before this plan goes into action. So the next thing is, from the article I read, which I'll leave down below, there will not be an added ad valorem tax. So the property taxes won't go up based on getting this new stadium done. What the city is going to do is they're going to extend the half-cent sales tax beyond extending out further alone. What does that mean? That means that it was going to end here soon, but now that we're trying to pay for this new stadium, it's just going to extend out the time that they have this half-cent sales tax. So that's how they plan on paying for the stadium. And that's according to the article I read and according to Mayor Donna D. She's currently our mayor. They're also going to move $600 million from the city's improvement plan to help with the cost as well. So you have a half-cent sales tax plus a $600 million improvement plan to help this new stadium. So what else is going to happen? With that being said, that's going to save the city $1.5 billion in fees for the life of the lease. It's a 30-year lease on this stadium, all right? What else they talked about? They talked about possibly going to a referendum. What's a referendum? Meaning that the city can vote on that. So based on what I've researched, there won't be any election or any type of referendum going to a vote because based on past experience, nothing will ever get done and everything has to go to a referendum. So that's the plan in a nutshell. The plan for construction will start February 2025 and everything is still at a standstill until, like I said, we get the city council approval and we get the NFL owners approval. Now, all great things, new stadium, new things, amazing things for the city. Now, what we don't want to have happen, and I'll talk about this on this channel, if you're familiar with Jacksonville, the east side, or what we call out east, majority of lower income houses and people that live very close to the stadium. So the problem with this new stadium is we don't want to have those folks being gentrified and moved out of the area. What we would like to have, me as a realtor and have lived on the east side, is have that money go back to the community and bring up the community, which has been not given the opportunities that they have been promised for years and years and years of politicians in the past. So that money really needs to go back into that area. Great group of people. I love those people. I mean, they're just hardworking people, minorities just like myself, and they need that money to help build up their community. So that's the only opposition I've seen as far as this new stadium. That money needs to go back to the east side of Jacksonville. So if you don't know the east east side of Jacksonville. It's right across the Orange Expressway. I think it goes from it goes all the way down 8th Philip Randolph, which we used to call Florida Avenue, all the way down that way, all the way up to the newer Springfield area. So it's right in between that spot between Orange Expressway and Springfield, which has been gentrified already. So we don't want to have that happen. We want to get that money back to the people that live in that area and build up that community. That's the only downside to this. So we don't want to continue pushing those people out and gentrifying that area. So we would like to keep things in order the way they are. And hopefully with this new stadium, that can happen. And with our new mayor, that can also happen as well, okay? That's all I have for you. A big thing is going to happen here in Jacksonville with this new stadium. If it gets approved, the Jaguars stadium experience will never be the same after this, all right? So that's all I have for you. Like I said before, I talk 3 things on this channel: buyer and seller tips, what's going on in and around Jacksonville, and then last but not least, I talk about beards, beard grooming, beard products, and things that help you grow that thing on your face, all right? So if there's something interested in, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I drop a new video, all right? I am the Bearded One, and I'll see you in the next video.